Hey, XRP Army, Jeff here, your no BS crypto guide who's tracked every ripple in this ledger since day one. It's November 10th, 2025, 3:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and XRP just punched through $2.55 on a 10% daily tear. Wall Street's filing XRP ETFs faster than the SEC can clear its inbox, and the XRPL is humming with real-world volume. In the next hour, I'm handing you the full playbook. Why this surge is structural, not hype, the exact tweet storms lighting up X right now, and the math that turns $2.55 into life-changing upside. No fluff, no financial advice. Just facts, charts, and insider angles you won't find anywhere else. Let's roll. Quick heads up, everything here is for educational purposes only. Do your own research, manage your risk. Got it? Good. Start with the spark. Overnight trading volume exploded 169% to $4.3 billion. That's not retail FOMO. That's institutions rotating. 10 XRP ETF filings are now DTCC listed, from spot to 2x leveraged. Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, 21 shares. They all amended S1s last week. Polymarket odds for mid-November approval, 95%. If that hits, conservative inflow models peg $5 billion in the first month alone. Think Ethereum's ETF launch, but with XRP's payment utility turbocharging velocity. Zoom to the chart. Daily close above the 200 EMA for the first time since July. MACD histogram stacking green bars. Symmetrical triangle breakout from $1.90 support. Classic inverse head and shoulders. Short-term targets, $2.80, then $3. Medium-term pattern targets, $8, $13, even $27 in full euphoria. On-chain, whales pulled 42 million XRP off exchanges in the last 48 hours. Liquidity is drying up exactly when demand is spiking. Now the real-time X-Pulse. At the Crypto Basic just posted, EZA founder says XRP surge shows where demand is as government reopening sparks ETF optimism. At XRPU date, new T-Rex 2X long XRP-ET prospectus filed on CBOEBZX, another brick in the institutional wall. At Versa Aljara laid out the utility math. Global FX settles $7.5 trillion daily. XRP captures 1%. That's a $75 billion market cap floor. Today's $145 billion is the entry ticket. Communities electric. At BC Backer, excitement returns. XRP pushing the upper range, caution versus optimism. At Rip Bullwinkle, XRP charts just went parabolic, whales pulling millions off exchanges. At Ali Martinez via at the Crypto Basic, dream scenario, quick dip to $1.90, then spark to $10. That's the rhythm. Shakeout, then breakout. Let's break the surge into phases so you see the machine at work. Phase 1, Asia session. Korean won pairs lit up first. At Trilimitless added XRP/KRW daily predictions. Volume primed the pump. Phase 2, US Open. Government shutdown ends. SEC desk unclogs. At Necrypto, SEC back to ETF reviews. XRP tied with SOL at 10 pending filings. Phase 3, Breakout. $2.42 resistance folds. RSI touches 70, but volume absorbs selling. At XAIF_crypto, 11% surge on ETF filings. Catalyst for price discovery above ATH. Utility is the moat. XRPL settles in 3 to 5 seconds for fractions of a penny. Ripple's on-demand liquidity already cuts remittance costs 60% for partners like Santander. RLUSD stablecoin pilots just expanded. Seamless fiat on-ramps to the ledger. At Remy Relief X, Swift needs all the XRP, positive feedback loop, burn mechanism. Every transaction chips away at supply. Escrow releases are controlled, predictable, deflationary by design. Whale Lens. Profit taking up 240% in 24 hours, but that's paper hands exiting. Net accumulation still positive. At Foam 2, 6.2% to $2.40, 169% volume spike. Big money positioning. At MacAttack XRP ETF prospects ignite new bullish cycle prediction spectrum because you need the range. Conservative. At OCT trades falling wedge targets $3.40 post-breakout. Mid-tier. At Leslie Oliver, 357 sees $5 plus long-term. Mooncamp. At Fefe 0110110 calls $100 plus EOY on utility capture. At Good vs. Evil 07, analyst predicts $21.50. Pick your flavor, but the pattern consensus is $2.80 to $3.20 next pivot. What if scenarios to keep the blood pumping? Scenario 1, ETF greenlight next week. Inflows mirror BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, $15 billion month 1. Scaled to XRP's niche, $50 billion easy. Price north of $35 on velocity alone. Scenario 2, macro dip. Bitcoin retraces to $90,000. XRP tests $1.90. That's the final washout. Buy signal for the patient. History, $2,023, 0.30 bottom, flipped to 0.80 in weeks. Myth-busting time, because doubt is the only thing holding you back. Myth 1, XRP is centralized. Reality, XRPL runs 150 plus validators, community nodes growing daily. Ripple's escrow is a stability feature, not a chokehold. Myth 2, ETFs won't matter. Ethereum added $40 billion AUM post-approval. XRP's payment volume scales harder. Myth 3, price can't sustain. Velocity equation, higher utility equals higher turnover equals higher price at fixed supply. Banks hoard XRP like reserves, supply shock incoming. Pain point pivot, if the SEC battle left scars, today is the bandage ripping off. Lawsuit clarity unlocked this ETF avalanche. Shutdown anxiety? Over. At vet_X0:XRP giving relief to the anxiety-ridden crowd. Rough days behind us. Climactic reveal. Here's the piece mainstream misses. Ripple quietly expanded CBDC sandbox pilots to 20 plus central banks. XRPL is the neutral bridge layer. When those go live, XRP isn't competing with fiat, it's the rail. At XRP Intel Wire, heavy institutional filings expose growing demand. That's the silent accelerator under today's 10%. Final lap. Recap the wins. 1. $2.55 surge on 4.3 billion volume, 10 ETF filings, DTCC ready, 95% approval odds. 2. Charts in breakout mode, $2.80 short, $8 to $27 pattern targets. 3. Utility math, 7.5 trillion daily FX, 1% capture equals 75 billion floor. 4. Community unbreakable, whales accumulating, myths crushed, CBDC bridges loading. Emotional close, you held the line through bear markets, lawsuits, FUD storms. This surge isn't luck, it's vindication. XRP isn't a coin, it's the backbone of tomorrow's money. We're not chasing moons, we're building the highway. If this fired you up, smash like, it feeds the algorithm. Comment your EOY target, $5, $10, $100. Tag an army member who needs this. Subscribe, hit the bell, weekly alpha drops, share wide, let's trend XRP globally. Jeff out, stay sharp, stay united.